Hi, this is Griffin with Mega Prima Home Furniture, and today we're going to be building the Mainstays Modern 8-Cube Bookcase. This product can only be found on Walmart.com. Before you start, you want to make sure that none of your panels have any damage and that you have all of your hardware. If you have any issues, you can contact the number on the front of the manual and we'll get you taken care of. If everything is in order, then we can begin assembly. Okay, for step one, we need our I, J, F, G, E1, D1, and C panels. We also need 4 of our cam bolts, and we need 44 of our wooden dowel pieces. Our 4 cam bolts, 2 are going to go in the J panel right here in these 2 outer pre-drilled holes. And then 2 are going to go into the E1 panel in these 2 pre-drilled holes. Next, we're going to put 4 wooden dowels into each of these panels. All of these are going to go on the innermost 2 pre-drilled holes, or if there's just 2, then just put them in there. So we're going to do 4 per panel. Be careful on the G ones, make sure that you're going inside of those cam lock holes. So there should be 4 wooden dowels in each of these panels, and then 2 cam locks in the J and 2 cam locks in the E1. Okay, for step 2, we're going to take our D1 panel, set it up like this. Then we're going to take our G panel, and we want the cam locks facing towards this longer end, those pre-drilled cam lock holes. If it's not sliding in, you have it on the wrong side. So we want that like that. Okay. Then we're going to screw this in. Then we're going to take our I panel, set it up like so. And again, we want our G panel like this. Those cam lock holes facing this way. And we're going to attach with 2 screws. Okay. Okay, then for step number 3, we're going to take our 2 H1 panels and our 2 F panels and 4 screws. We're going to set up our H1 panels so that these 3 pre-drilled holes are on top, and then there's just these 3 along the bottom. So the side that has more, we want on top. Then we're gonna attach our F panel like so. And then we're gonna secure it with the 2 screws. Okay, now we're gonna do the same with this other side. Again, we want this 3 triangle right here on top. Attach the F panel and secure. Okay, for step 4, we're going to use those 2 assemblies we just made and attach our K panels using 4 screws. So you're just going to line up that unfinished edge up against the product here. Slide that screw through. Find the pre-drilled hole in the K panel and get it started. Get the other one started. Okay, now we're gonna take one of our assembly number 1s, which was the G and I assembly, and then an assembly number 3, which was one of these with the K. And then we're also gonna grab our J panel, and we're gonna attach it with 4 screws. So this one with the G and I attach like so, just like that. And then the J, you want to make sure that these cam bolts are on the outside, just like that. It should look like this with the G panel here, cam bolts here, and the K like so. Then we're going to attach it with 4 screws right here into the H1 panel. Okay, for step 6, we're going to secure our K panel here with 2 screws. I'm going to put one in right here, and then one in right here. Okay, now for step 7, we're basically going to do the same thing, but just a little bit opposite. So on this side, the D1 and G. This one we have our K assembly, and then we have an E1 assembly. We're going to attach it with 4 screws. So just attach this on this side this time. And then here, the E1, make sure the cam bolts are facing out. Then we're going to attach it using our 4 screws. Okay, for step 8, you're going to take 2 of your screws here, and you're going to screw in these to each side of the H panel here. Okay, now for step 9, we're going to take those 2 assemblies and flip them over so the K panels are against the ground. Then we're going to have the I and J assembly over here like this, and then the E1 and D1 assembly over here like this. Then we're going to take 2 of our cam locks. On the cam lock, you'll notice a little plus and minus. You'll want that pointed this way towards the cam bolts. Put them right here into the G panel. And again, you want that plus and minus facing this way towards this assembly or towards those cam bolts. Then you just slide them in and then turn clockwise to tighten. So for step 10, we're going to align our C panels so that each of these wooden dowels match up with the holes there. And this end and this end are even with that C panel. So one of your C panels is going to be facing this way, and then the other one facing the other way, and that'll make it all even up. So you can just go ahead and attach it to the assembly here. Then attach this C panel. Then you're going to secure it with your 12 screws. Okay, then you're going to tighten all of those down. Okay, for step 11, we're going to take 2 of our cam bolts in our A panel, screw them into these 2 outer pre-drilled holes. Okay, for step 12, we're going to take our A panel that we just put those cam bolts into. We're going to attach it to the rest of the assembly. But first, let's attach our 2 cam bolts to this G panel right here. And we want the plus and minus facing towards me, towards this A panel. Okay, now we can go ahead and attach it. Now go ahead and secure by turning clockwise on those cam locks. Okay, now you can use your 4 screws to fully secure this panel. Okay, for step 14, we're going to take our last G panel and our B panel, 2 cam locks, and 6 screws. We're going to insert our cam locks into this G panel so that the plus and minus face towards the edge of the panel, or towards me. So we're then going to slide those cam bolts onto the rest of the assembly, and we're going to tighten by turning clockwise. Then going to take our B panel and attach it on there. And we're going to secure with our 6 screws. Okay, once you have that fully secured, you can then come and use your stickers and cover up all of those cam locks. Once you've placed all the stickers over all the holes that you would like to cover up and all the cam locks, you are now good to stand the unit up. We do recommend that you put this up against a wall and mount it to the wall. You can use the instructions found in the manual for guidance on how to mount it to the wall. We do highly recommend this to keep the unit from falling over. But yeah, once you have everything tightened down, you're good to stand the unit up and you have a complete unit.